Hello and welcome to our Emerging Trends Preview. It's 2021 and I am so excited to share with you a preview of what we're thinking about and how we're thinking about collaboration, about technology in 2021. If you can imagine, in our fifth year, we've reflected on some of the technologies we've picked in the past. If you can believe it, we picked blockchain way back in 2017. If only I invested in some crypto coins at that stage. We had some wins, we had some losses, but I tell you what, so much is changing. Let's have a look at how we're thinking about emerging trends for 2021, and I'll even share with you my favorites to get you excited about what we announce as the emerging trends for 2021. We've got to have a point of view on how we're going to pick winners, and we've got four thoughts that we always come back to, if you will, our first principles. Number one, positive impact for users. For us, whatever technology or trend we're looking at, we're really looking for some remarkable win for the end user. If that's not there, if the end user is not wow, then that really takes it off the card. Next thing is, you can have a great piece of technology, you could have a great solution, but is it solving a problem worth solving? A lot of the time, startups solve problems that are just too small. Now, the next one is addressable market. This is all in that search for viability. You might have a great product, it might really solve a big problem, but it might be a problem only very few people have, and therefore you might run the risk of it not being viable. And lastly, when we're picking winners, we're looking for some underlying conditions. Now, this is my moment for a confession. I think this one has been proven to be the hardest. What really tripped us up with virtual reality back in 2018 was that we thought there were some underlying conditions which didn't prove out. We thought the adoption by Google of Android, VR technology was really going to light things up. However, it didn't play out. But hold your thoughts on VR for now. It might make a comeback. All right, so that's how we're thinking about picking winners. Those are the four big factors we look for. Let's get into things. Let's start thinking about 2021. Now, the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to bring two worlds together. In fact, we're not only going to look at emerging technology, and there's a long list of things to look at here. There's some really high-end things like a DNA storage, pretty advanced stuff. And there's also this continual move to digital currencies, or even simpler still, data becoming really fundamental, not only to startups, but to all businesses. But this is where things get fun, because this year, we're not only going to do emerging technology trends, we're actually going to bring a whole theme of collaboration into our trends survey, into our trends report. And the reason for this is collaboration is key to unlocking the value in any emerging technology. So we're forced to think about collaboration if we're thinking about adopting new technologies and new solutions. So we've got a 4-part architecture here for collaboration. I really like this. It really makes a lot of sense to me. This is 4 cornerstones of when we say the word collaboration, what do we mean? Number one, it's how we produce, like it's the doing of the work. It's how we align, how we learn, and how we connect. And I'm seeing a lot of things happening here, and I'm really excited to share with you my favorites, my picks for 2021. Now, we're going to be doing a big survey. So if you'd like to be in our emerging trends survey, just hit me up on LinkedIn or Twitter, and I'll share the link with you. But you are the jury, not me. So for the first time, I'm just giving a few suggestions, and here we go. Emerging technology, number one for me here, no-code solutions. Taking complexity out of technology, particularly for non-engineers, is going to be huge. Count on this. I think it's really big. The other thing is we talk a lot about running automation and AI, machine learning on the back end, but imagine if we're creating automated interfaces. Imagine if in real time an application compiles an interface so it's unique to you, the user. I'm pretty excited about that. And lastly, I'm seeing a real surge of transparency, of new services, new API, new cloud thinking around open banking. So particularly in Europe, the UK and Australia, open banking is really creating a whole new shift for those, whether they're in banking or fintech, it's all the same. There is a real opening up of the market. It's very, very exciting. I think this is going to be huge, not only for finance, but I actually think it'll be big for retail, for business overall. Now, let's talk about collaboration. I've picked 3 things to spark your imagination around collaboration. These are the big challenges I see when people are trying to get together and collaborate at work, with working from home, or this big theme that I see, hybrid work, where you have multiple places of work. I think this is going to be really, really crucial. Another one is employee engagement. It has just got 10 times harder because we can't bump into each other at the water cooler. We can't have a quick chat in the corner. It's like really hard to get into people's agendas now. And this is going to make for enormous new acceleration in ways to engage your teams. And lastly, part of any sort of collaboration is learning new skills, new approaches. And the big theme I've got on learning is flipped learning, where you do a little bit of theory and then you do a ton of applied learning on the job to a real project that you're facing right now. So there you have it. You've got a ton of emerging technology and collaboration trends. This is what I'm excited about for 2021, but I want to know what you're thinking about. And if you'd like to do our emerging trends survey and contribute to our report that we'll be launching in March 2021, just let me know. All right, that's a wrap.